I'm waiting for everything to reconnect. Okay, I'll be ready in just a second. Okay, I'm about ready. I'm not taking none of them, Bill Gates. You can go to hell. What the hell, Bill Gates? Not taking your freaking vaccine. You're not killing me like you killed those people in Africa. You shouldn't be killing them. That little schmuck better enjoy his ride out there, because they're going to ban private travel. You're going to have public transportation. When Joe Biden gets his way, the Paris Accords, I believe that was a part of it. What was it, going to phase out all vehicles in 10 years or whatever it was? So they better enjoy their little private transportation while they got it. These schmucks is going to get what's coming for them. This is what you want, this is what you get. If you really want to know what's behind the COVID-19, you'll Google search the Great Reset. If you want to know what's really behind it, Google the Great Reset.
No! takeover, the end of the Republic, with a damn Chi-Com agent. Let's go to your phone calls. Go ahead. Eli's on the same subject in Indiana. One of InfoWorks is taken out. Go ahead.
Hello, Alex?
Yes, you're on the air.
Hi, yeah, it's Al, and it's all, I go by Al, but it's Andrew Al. Wow, I can't believe I got through. So, really my big question is, I'm wondering, like, how are we supposed to get our information if they succeed in shutting down?
She hung up. Okay. Well, sorry, man. Very bizarre. But it's a good question. How are you supposed to get your information? Well, it's like you're a French citizen in 1942. You know the Nazis are bad. You know they're damn liars. They're the enemy. The entire corporate media, all of it, are traitors bought and paid for. This is a corporate takeover. You're like, whoa, corporate takeover. That's not bad. We'll play golf. By eugenicists, lunatics who want to be your doctor and say they want to depopulate you. Go to your calls. Talk to Dave in New York. Dave, thanks for holding. Go ahead.
And I still didn't beat it. So at least I figured it out that time.
I just can't
Sort
believe
of how
this
to
is
play
going
it.
on. You're saying he needs to act now, or we need to act now. It's almost too late. You're living under the threat of a Biden administration and their Department of Justice. That's ridiculous. We had 4 years. We had the Attorney General. We had the DOJ. There were so many things that we could have taken the moral high ground back on.
All-bred coward lawyers. All bred to be wimps. All bred to glad hand. And now the commies are taking us because we're weak. These lawyers are about to find out. They're about to be all just totally taken over.
We woke up every morning saying when the arrests are going to come. When Trump said during a debate, if I was president, you'd be in jail, to Hillary.
And he didn't have enough good men. He just too many cowards.
Either that or Javanka or whatever, but we shouldn't even be here. And I know God's going to win. I know I'm with Jesus too. We all are. And this will create a backlash, but you should not be living under the threat of a Biden administration.
I'm not even worried about myself. Here's the deal. Bill Gates says, I'm going to give you a shot, and you're going to get sick, and I'm still going to lock you down. He's telling you he's coming.
This man is evil.
I appreciate your call.
I bet this man is the Antichrist.
Go ahead and talk to John in Delaware. John, thanks for holding.
I'm talking about Bill Gates.
What's up, Alex?
Man, worldwide broadcast, brother. Thanks for calling.
I just want to start off by saying I want everybody who voted to remember that they spit in every single one of our faces that stood in that line to try to make our voice heard. Every single one. And I saw a lot of people who were saying,
Burger, you work for Dominion, you schmuck.
Hang up. I'm going to come right back to you. You deserve some.
Fox News shouldn't even had you speaking, but Neil Cavuto, he's a piece of trash anyway.
Look, they're stealing this, folks. This is a mass criminal action with total censorship, forced inoculations, permanent lockdown.
Ratzenberger ought to be put in jail for what he's pulled. Then he gets up there and sets up there on television. You want to know why he didn't say Trump wanted to? He wasn't going to say it. Trump needs to step down. You want to know why he wasn't going to say it? Because he's guilty of sin. He's a part of the steal. I had to listen to an old broadcast because I couldn't get Owen to load. I could get it on the computer, but I couldn't play my game and have Owen streaming at the same time. It was colliding. Most of the time I have to listen to InfoWars post the live shows. I usually can't listen to them live. To the load. Well, I've tried this one before. You got me! Hold on just a second. Just a second, y'all. I'll try again. Well, he's going to start on his own. So I turn on the traffic cam and see what's going on the traffic today. There's one of the little schmucks. What's that little schmuck? That's an ugly vehicle, by the way. I hear him every day. I actually seen him today. I'm doing better in this game than I normally do. I got him! Woo! You'll see why I complain. You know what it sounds like? But we have some that aren't just traffic. They're agitators. What's going on? Does he need to go all the way through there? Oh, here we go. I made it inside the building. Okay, here we go. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's coming. Oh Lord, he's coming. He's coming. He's coming. He's running. There goes the agitator. They're usually the same vehicles. I've been watching them. But I hate to tell them, I'm still not going to back down even with Joe Biden as president. I've been doing this for years. I was doing it before I even knew Trump was that way. I was sort of Trump on the internet. It felt good having a president. Of course, he like that one caller was saying a while ago. He promised all this stuff. He promised they'd go to jail, and he didn't send them to jail. He should have sent them to jail. So in a way, he just held back some. What they were planning to do anyway. We'll just have to fight for our own. That's what we'll have to do. Fight for ourselves. Good news is Jesus is against them. That's written. That's in the Bible. You pick up Revelations and read that in Daniel. God's against this trash. Basically, he was against it when he come down and knocked down the Tower of Babel. These people have got Jesus against them. That's the good news. That means they eventually fail. In the long run, they fail. Short term they win, but the long term they fail. And that's the big one. And us who believe in him, we get to celebrate. I'm still going to call him phony president, though, because that's exactly what he is. That schmuck over to Georgia votes don't mean a damn thing, because he's one of the ones working for Dominion. That schmuck Cavuto interview, I had to look at that piece of filth when I was eating lunch. My mother had Fox News on. That fat schmuck with the glasses, little fat schmuck. Little fat un-American schmuck. Yeah, I'm fat myself. I don't care. I don't care. Little fat un-American schmuck. Whoa. I didn't get nowhere. Well, this game is hard to play, y'all. I'll find something else. I'll try to get out my digital tuner tonight and get the Xbox on the digital tuner. Since my plan to send it to the screen fell. It works for about 3 minutes and then it crashes the tablet. Well, I'm hungry again. That sandwich didn't last long. Ah. Whoa. Whoa. I like this little game. Not like I like pole position pole or whatever, pole position. I do like it. I wish I could learn how to make a car game. He's running out of fuel. And he ran out of fuel. I did listen to Fox News long enough to hear that Phony Joe plans to put us back in the Paris Accords. I hope people knows what that means. From what I can tell, if I remember correctly, and I need to read this up, from what I can tell is they were going to phase out all private transportation. You have to rely on public transportation. Isn't that sucky? Isn't that sucky to rely on public transportation? These schmucks just don't want you having anything. They want to take everything away from you. And a lot of people are just okay with that. Taking away your birthright. Talking about giving away the poor. Was it Esau and Jacob? And he sold his birthright. These people are selling their birthrights to these monsters. These monsters in high but low places, because they're low. I call them the foes in low places. No wonder I'm hungry. It's 5 o'clock. Well, it's going on 6 o'clock. I got foes in low places. I thought Brian Kemp was a friend, but he turned out to be a foe. He had Hillary operatives in his office. Oh, he's going now. Get him, he's going. He's going. Listen to this schmuck. This ballless schmuck. He's probably a Stacey Abrams Democrat. They're all over Dalton. I swear I saw that one schmuck with her. He looked just like him. He was out of place, that's for damn sure. He was booming his music. He got out of his car and walked around. He's tall like him. He had his hair cut. I mean, I know people wear the same haircuts all the time, but he looked just like him. He was in a suit. He was a black dude. He was in a suit, and he looked just like that schmuck that was representing at that hearing that my mother attended. He looked just like the schmuck. He comes from up here. He's big, but he's little. He's a little man. He's worthless. He's also a liar. I got 3 of those cars that time. You don't see many people with suits on around here. You don't. Mostly you see Mexicans. But you don't see a lot of people, especially black men. You don't see a lot of black men in suits around here. He had a suit on, y'all. It looked just like him. I recognized his face when he popped up on that hearing representing her. He was across the street. This business was across the street. I don't know what it was back then, but now it's a bone shop. I think it was a tax place before the pawn shop was put in there. I think they still do taxes too. I can't read it, so it's Spanish. I can't read it. But he was in the parking lot. I recognized him. Like I said, you don't see many people around here with suits on in these parks. That's just something you know stands out. But his haircut and his face stood out too when I seen him on that hearing. He was up here from Atlanta representing her, but he originally came from here. And I'm going to get off here. I'll see y'all later. The good news is they may steal it, but the good news is there'll be no providence behind it. God won't even recognize him as a ruler. No providence. No providence. Phony 46. Phony 46. No providence, no providence. Phony 46, phony 46. May all his plans come tonight in the name